Ojijo, my good friend from the university, is asking me about the university funding model. Let me tell you that the university funding model is something that I am very clear about. It is time. You remember, in fact, I was with your Vice Chancellor. Your Vice Chancellor, by the way, supports the new funding model because he runs the university and he knows the challenges of running university without money. You know? And it is because the old model bankrupted our universities. When I came into office, the first thing that came on my table is that 23 universities out of 40 public universities, 23 of them were bankrupt, technically insolvent, because they had debts from here, I don't know to where. And not small debts. We owed 51 billion shillings to private universities and 137 billion shillings to public universities. Because we didn't make the right decisions. Now we decided that we are going to have a model that is student-centered. We know this student is going to do medicine. We know how much medicine costs. We must then fund that student to do medicine to the full. We know this student is doing education. We must fund that student for that course to be achieved. But if you have a student doing medicine, it requires 600,000, and you give him 200,000, you will end up with a half-baked student. And by the way, Bwana Ochijo, do you know that we are in the second year of implementation of this? And the first year was phenomenal. If you ask any vice chancellor, anybody who is running an university, they are telling you this model is way superior. And in fact, in 4 years, it is my plan that every university will be able to run its affairs without the challenges they have today. And they can pay lecturers, they can pay their suppliers, because today, when last year, many universities, in fact, they said in the meeting we had in Nairobi, many universities have never paid full salary because we weren't giving them enough money. It is the reason why I have put more money in university education. In fact, I have put 127 billion shillings more to education because I believe we must get education right. If we don't get education right, we will get nothing right in Kenya. We must make sure that we get it right. It is also the reason why I have hired 56,000 teachers in the last 1 year. Last year, we hired 56,000 teachers. It is because education is important. It is also the reason why, end of this year, we will hire another 20,000 teachers. Because education is what makes us equal. And if we don't get education right, we will get very few things right. It is very important that I can explain to you in greater detail the university funding model, but I think to a great extent there is a consensus that we have a funding model now, student-centered, that will help us transition from the difficulties our education system, especially at the university, have had into the future. And I am very confident that we will get the relevant understanding between parents and students and lecturers and university management for us to move into the future. I am happy, Bwana Ojijo, I am happy if you have some suggestions to improve on that model. We are open because we want a good idea that we have to give way to a better idea if you have. So we are ready to engage.